Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
We did a lot of cheers. Cheers again.
Drink. Cheers. Happy New Year.
We gotta do a thumbnail. Welcome back. It is time for our annual video that we always do, a recap of 2024, what our goals were for this year, if we reach those goals or not, and what our new goals are for 2025. Do you want to go first? Because I wrote all of your stuff down first. These are all of the goals that you had at the beginning of 2024.
Okay. Focus on paying debt down. Nope, didn't happen. Created more. Get healthy, going to the gym, eat better. Partly, well, 1/3 of that is true. I am eating better. But getting healthy and going to the gym kind of hasn't happened. But we can touch on that because it's going to be part of my 2025 resolution. Were you going to say something?
I say goals. I don't say resolutions.
Okay, goals. This isn't hockey or soccer, but we'll say goals. That's fine. Or field goals, football. Work on being more patient. Yeah, I have. I think I've got more patient this year, but yep. So I think I accomplished that one. Work on consistency with YouTube. No, not until the end of this year.
Ago?
Yeah. The beginning of the year, no. First 3 quarters of the year, nope. But this last quarter, yes.
We've been posting videos on his channel the 1st and the 15th of every month. He wanted to kind of go, because that's how the military get paid. They get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And our son is in the military, so he wanted to kind of structure that schedule for his channel.
Yeah, and that way I don't feel pressured to pump out a bunch of videos.
Yeah, he posts 2 videos a month, so that's a comfortable schedule for him.
Yes, because I work too many hours at my full-time job. Spend more time at other parks besides Disney. Yes, we have spent a lot of time at Universal and some time at SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. I don't even think we made it to this year. But yeah, so I do feel that I spent more time at other parks besides Disney. Be more involved with friends and family in 2024. Friends, yes. Family, it's about the same as it was in 2023.
Yeah, because I think in 2023 you said that you wanted to start spending more time with your dad playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
Because he plays golf multiple times a week. You weren't really able to do that this year.
Just because of my work schedule for the most part. Explore more of Florida. Didn't happen.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I would say for your goals for 2023,
4.
they were goals at the end of 2023
Yes.
for 2024. Missed a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't do resolutions, because I think that when people say, which I guess goals are kind of in the same family as resolutions, but I always thought that when you said resolutions, it's something that you mentally hold yourself to and you get stressed out when you're not able to do those things. So I always say I'm setting goals because, they're goals that I would like to meet, but if I don't meet them fully and completely, but maybe kind of meet them halfway, I don't feel so bad about myself. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say I set goals and not resolutions. Do you want to go over your...
Sure. My goals for
2025.
So health. I do want to get healthy again, or I want to get healthy in general. And what I mean by that is not necessarily lose weight, because out of default that's going to happen just by being healthy, eating better, exercising. That way I feel better. I'll live longer to enjoy life. Obviously, that's important. I am going to get healthy this year. I am a type 2 diabetic, so I pretty much found that out this past year. So actually,
just within the last 3 months.
yeah, so I have to like get my stuff together and kind of, walk a straight line and get healthy for a lot of reasons. Create a better work-life balance. I need to do that just so I stay sane. This year has been a very trying year, so I want to create a better work-life balance so I don't lose my mind. I like to be better organized with everything. That way I'm able to maximize the most out of everything that we do, that we see, and that we want in general. So I think that is important. I'd like to create an actual budget. I would like to actually get it down to monthly budgets instead of just going out being all willy-nilly and just kind of like, oh, do you want that? Let's get it. Oh, do you want that? Sure. Do I want that? Yeah, type of thing. We just need to create a budget because when we are in the process of selling this house, buying another house, it's just important to have a budget, and I think that is something that I will definitely be working on this year. I'm also going to continue being patient with life's challenges, whether they are positive or negative. And this definitely involves work, family, friends, and with buying and selling a home because that is stressful in itself. So I'm going to be patient with that because when I get excited about things, or pissed off is another, excited is a nice word for pissed off, then it gets her stressed out, and then it's just the whole thing, and it's not healthy for either one of us to be stressed out. This kind of goes with being patient. I am going to change my perspective on a lot of things. I'm not going to feel guilty for things that I've said or done, or just worry about, oh, well, I can't say this to that person because it's going to ruffle their feathers or whatever the case may be. But I'm just not going to feel guilty for things that I say or do. And that's pretty much my goals for 2025. And I think this year I will do well with all of these.
There was a lot of things that happened this year that just kind of derailed us.
Mm-hmm.
For my goals that I stated for 2024, I did not do good either. I really wanted to get Vintage Bloom Picnics started up in 2024. I wanted to get a good routine going. I wanted to get everything online so I could start doing bookings and all that good stuff. We really didn't make a final decision to sell this house until this year. When we started out 2024, we didn't have this, we're going to be selling this house in our, what's that word? We didn't have that in our
deck of cards, or?
But we didn't start out 2024 knowing that we were going to sell our house.
That wasn't in the cards.
Yes, that wasn't in the cards. So we kind of made that decision, I would say halfway through the year.
Yeah, I'd probably say midsummer, a little after summer, probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
I mean, with moving out of this area, which I'll get to that. Let me just finish my goals for 2024 that didn't happen. Vintage Bloom Picnics didn't happen. Basically, the only thing that I got done with Vintage Bloom Picnics was I did complete one of the picnic tables that I wanted to construct. The other one I still have yet to do, but it didn't happen. So that is a fail. Self-care 1 time per week, I think that I did succeed in that because I do try to make sure that I do something for myself once a week. Get healthy. I feel like I've always kind of been a little bit more health conscious than Dave has. Dave loves bread.
And candy.
And he loves sweets.
Sodas.
And he was a, pretty much big meat and potatoes kind of guy. So he would eat a lot of red meat during the week, multiple times a week, eat a lot of carbs. And I can do without bread. Pasta is my weakness, but I went 2 years without pasta a few years ago. So I know that it's possible for me to do that. But I think that we feed off of each other. So if I'm not eating healthy, he's not going to eat healthy. And if he's not eating healthy, I'm not going to eat healthy. Neither one of us were good at that goal in 2024. Neither one of us got healthy. I still weigh the same that I did at the beginning of the year, so I didn't gain any more weight. You know, I definitely don't want to, you know, diet culture and all that stuff is I think it's bad for a lot of people because you really start to look down on yourself if you're not losing weight, or if you're not gaining weight, or if it just is not good for your self-esteem. But I did have a goal of wanting to lose a little bit of weight because, just like Dave, I have high blood pressure. I'm on the verge of high cholesterol. I don't take cholesterol medication, but I'm on the verge of being a type 2 diabetic too. I'm on the verge of high cholesterol. I do take blood pressure medication. And both of us know that if we change our lifestyle and not see it as a diet, because it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, and get healthier on a healthier level, it's going to do nothing but be positive throughout, you know, on the whole board. Our health, our weight, our lifestyle, not sitting on the couch, getting out and moving, you know, all that stuff. Learn more skills in videography and editing. I think I did accomplish that because I do learn something new every time I edit. Revamping the craft room, I did do that. It's still kind of cluttered, but it's kind of like an organized chaos. I know where everything is now, and that was one of the reasons that I wanted to revamp the craft room to begin with, because I knew where nothing was, so it was kind of hard to go up there and create anything because I never knew where anything was. I bought a label maker, so everything is labeled. Paint the garage, we did not do that, and we're not going to do that because we're not going to put all the time and effort into that since we're selling the house. Be more present, more intentional, more helpful in life, family. I think I kind of did that, but kind of didn't do that because, I mean, we just had a lot of stuff happen this year. We didn't really spend as much time with family this year as we have in past years. And when I say that, I'm talking about Dave's side of the family. My family doesn't live here, so for me to be able to go and see my family and spend time with my family, I have to get in the car and drive for 8 hours to be able to see them. But we didn't spend, I feel like we spent more time with your dad and Marcia in 2023 and previous years than we did this past year. And my new goals for 2025 is to keep working on Vintage Bloom picnics. Now with that, especially with us selling the house, we're going to be moving to a new location. Part of me is kind of thankful that I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty with Vintage Bloom picnics, because I would have been used to this area, going to parks, having clients that would hopefully be repeat clients in this area, and then I would then be moving to another area and lose all of that. So now I get to start out new and fresh. I'm also starting a new business. I'm not going to announce the name yet because I want to get everything into place before I put it out there into the world. But we've been working behind the scenes of, you know, I've been creating a lot of crafts. It's going to be all centered around one genre. We're going to be putting that business underneath Vintage Bloom Picnics. So that's exciting. That's something that I've really enjoyed doing in 2024, is diving back into crafts, because I've been crafting my little heart away for the last, how many months?
Like 3.
Really, I've been crafting more in the last 4 months than I feel like I ever have in my whole life. Number 2, because of everything that has happened in the last 6 months, I can only speak for myself. I think Dave kind of feels the same way too, but I have really taken a step back and taken a look at how my life has gone up until now, and realized that there's a lot of things that I want to change. So I'm kind of diving into a new way of living my life with intention. I want to connect more with nature and learn ways of personal empowerment through self-discovery. And I don't want to give too much away because I am going to be diving a little bit more into that in one of the future Thursday Thoughts with Tiff that you're not going to see until the end of January. You know, losing a child has changed my life and made me take a step in a direction of embracing change and not being afraid of people's opinions of me and the way I want to live my life. So things are definitely changing, and that's one of my goals for 2025, to continue on that momentum. Number 3, embracing what is to come and rolling with the changes. I think we're people that we always set out with really good intentions and then we change our minds. Wouldn't you agree?
On some things, yes.
And there's going to be a lot of changes coming in 2025. I mean, we're going to be selling this house. We're going to be probably having to rent somewhere for an unknown amount of time. It may be an extended amount of time. We don't know. I mean, it all depends on what we can walk with when we sell our house.
What's available when we are looking to buy a house?
Yep. And I mean, selling a house is stressful, and then buying a house is stressful. So that's going to create a lot of chaos, stress in our lives. Just embracing that change and being open to the change, because change is hard. Number 4, I want to live more in the moment and be grateful for all the gifts that the universe has given us and blessed us with. Because although this past year has been really hard, especially the last 6 months, we're still blessed. We have a lot of people in our lives that love us. We have a lot of friends that we have made and grown closer to this past year. Just grateful for everything that we have in our lives. I mean, we have a roof over our heads, we have food in our bellies, we have cars for transportation, and a lot of people in the world don't have any of that. So I feel grateful for what we do have and want to be more mindful of that. And last, working on myself. And that includes continuing self-care and working on building a strong sense of self and not caring what others think, and working on forgiving myself for past mistakes, because that's something that I'm working through and continue to work through, and it's hard. And that's it. I think this was probably the deepest recap and what we're going to be working on for 2025, because I mean, you guys know, if you've been following us for a while, we've had a pretty bad year. So
But we've also had a good year in the aspect of getting closer to people that we have met through YouTube, and all of you know who you are. There's too many to list. But yeah, all of you guys and gals know who you are. And, you know, I had the opportunity of meeting, you know, and talking to some other YouTubers that I've told her, I was like, yeah, I'd like to meet them in person. And I kind of feel like in 2024, it's like all the ones.
It seems like all at one time. It's like, oh, we met this person, we met that person. I mean, we met Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow. We met
PC Dev, Prince Charming Dev. I ran into Adam the Woo at the gas station and talked to him. I mean, I know there's probably more. I just can't think, but
yeah. I mean, it's been a wild year, and I think 2025 is going to be another wild year.
Tim Tracker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 2025 is going to be another wild year, because selling a house and buying a house is going to be a cluster.
But yeah, my highlight for 2024 is meeting, you know, all of them I mentioned, and developing even better friendships with the friends that we have made through YouTube.
And that is it. Send us lots of positivity that we're going to be able to meet all these goals, sell our house, find another one, that we don't have to rent for a year. We have a lot of stuff. We have to pack up all this stuff and move again. And I'm not excited about that. We're actually going to have to move twice, because we'll have to move into a rental somewhere, and then we'll have to move into a home that we buy. So it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, because it's not going to work out to where we find something as soon as we sell this, and it's kind of, you know, a plug and play transaction. So
yeah.
And we kind of don't know exactly what we want when it comes to a house. So
we have an idea.
Yeah.
But we have a base. But we're going to bring you along for all of it. So hope you're ready. Because we're not. That's all we have for you. Hope you enjoyed. I look forward to all the adventures that we're going to get up to in 2025. And we will see you in the next one. All those YouTubey things.
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for new notifications.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.